Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on exactly from where we left off. We currently have no orders in the garage. I have spent about 10 or 15 minutes looking at the phone to catch an experience job to come up, and none have. So I'm thinking we've gone through the full list of experience bonus missions and there are no more left, but I can't confirm that for 100% sure. That is my guess, that once you complete a particular job it marks it off the list, and we've gone through the full list of them. So we're going to have to pick one of these other jobs, and let's take a look. So find and fix all engine problems, knocking noises from engine bay, loud when accelerating, repair body parts. That's very similar to our last one. Lack of engine power, find and fix all engine problems, vehicle cannot be started. Interesting. Find and fix all gearbox problems, driver struggling to find gears. That sounds like a very easy one. We might go for that maybe. Find and fix any running gear problems, car is hard to control, loud exhaust, and gearbox shifts are rough. Do you know what? We're going to pick up this one, and we're going to pick up this one, and we'll try and get those two done in this episode. They should be pretty easy. So let's move this car to lifter A. We'll start off with this one. Because I'm guessing it's just gearbox stuff. That would be my guess. Oh wait, the trunk. What sort of car is this? Oh no, the engine is not in the rear. Gearbox shifts are rough. Alright, so it's just the gearbox. So do we have to take off the starter? Nope, the starter is accessed from underneath. So let's lift up the car. And we'll get the starter off. Next we'll get the prop shaft or drive shaft off. And that leaves the gearbox. Okay, gearbox rot A, R-O-T-A. Gearbox. Gearbox, here we are. Let's use one of these filters. Gearbox R-O-T-A. There it is. Should have been using those filters before, but sure, hey, what the heck. It's not the end of the world. Alright, we'll get the drive shaft back on now. See, I told you this would be a quick and easy mission. Next, we'll get the starter back on. And I think that is the end of the mission. Which is fine. We got that done within our first 5 minutes. Yep, done. So we spent 1,650 on parts and we're getting 3,400 back in payout. Holy Hannah. That's incredible. Let's quickly check the phone here. We'll see what we have. We'll dismiss anything that is not an experience bonus. See, it's just money bonus ones that are coming up. Yeah, sure. It's alright. Alright, let's move this car to lifter A. Again, I suspect this is just gearbox problems. I don't think the engine is in the front of this thing. It isn't. No, but the fan is. Right, what are we discovering? Find and fix all gearbox problems, driver struggling to find gears. That sounds like pressure plate, release bearing. Yeah, I can see there the gearbox is definitely in bad condition already. Do we have to get at the starter? Where is the starter? There's the starter. Alright, we get at the starter from underneath. So let's raise the car up. Excuse me. Alright, first thing off, starter. And she's rear wheel drive, so we need to get the drive axles off, which means the wheels have to come off. Now we'll move over to the other side. I think this is the first car we've done that actually had slicks. I just noticed that there was slicks on this bad boy, which makes sense. Alright, Gearbox V12B. Need to remember that. Yeah, look at this. Release bearing in shite. Clutch pressure plate in shite. Probably the flywheel. Clutch plate and flywheel. Yeah. Alright. Let's... what am I looking for here? Clutch. Clutch plate. Pressure plate. Release bearing. We need a flywheel. And... oh shit, what was the gearbox? Was it a V12B? V12B. I think that's it. Looks like it. We'll buy it. Okay, so clutch plate, pressure plate. Release bearing. Gearbox itself. Yep, we got the right one. Excellent. Now we can put the drive axles back in and the wheels back on. And let's move over the far side. Get this drive axle in. Wheel back on. And now we get the starter. There's the starter. Get you back on. And that should be the mission order complete. Just have to put it back together. And we drop the hood. And I think that is it. Yep, done there and done there. Sweet. So we spent 2,900 on parts and we're getting 7,500 back in payout. Car is incomplete. Tail lift missing. Oh, okay. Oh, the spoiler. Is it? Oh, tail lights. Sorry, my bad. Tail lights. I thought that's a tail lift. I was like, what the hell's a tail lift? Not on a car. Right. Sweet. Right, now we have a skill point that we can use. So, we're going to go for this one here. 150% faster part installing and removing. That's going to give us our biggest bang for our buck. That one. So, that's what we're going for. After that, we're going to go for... so, this will be 26, 27, 28... This one will be 29, and then 30 will get the upgrade to the garage, which will give us the paint shop. Right, next, let's check orders. Oh, sweet, we have a story mission order. We're going to dismiss all others. Oh, an experience order as well. Yay! Let's take that one. And we'll dismiss the others. And we'll take that one. And we're going to work on... how are we doing for time? We're only on 8 minutes. Holy Hannah. Alright. Suspension rattling. Repair all running gear faults. Let's mark that. And brake system needs fixing. Okay, so we're going to move you to the test path first. And we're going to get a look at the brakes and the suspension. And then we'll move her to lifter A. So front brakes are up first, and it looks like the left hand side is really bad. Right hand side not too bad, average enough. Excuse me. Next up is the rear brakes, and the left hand side is only average. Right hand side is okay, like the right on the front. We're working on front suspension at the moment. Left hand side is really good, right hand side not so great, but not terrible at the same time. We're working on the rear suspension now, and it looks like the rear on both sides is in really good condition. So it's brake pads, shock absorber, brake disc, rubber bushing, caliper, that kind of stuff. So let's move the car to lifter A. Hopefully this order shouldn't take too long. We probably don't need to get a look inside the hood, but it's kind of standard. We just do that stuff now. Anyway, we'll mark off all the bits we've identified, and that will help us out and let us know the general areas that we have to work on. So, since we're going to be working on the suspension, we'll lift the car up to the highest level because we're going to have to get in underneath, and that will be a good start. Wow, look at all this. Holy Hannah. Alright. Calibers, you're coming off. Bad condition. Pads, bad condition. Brake disc ventilation, bad condition. There's nothing else on that side. However, I do see the steering rack is bad, so we need to take off the outer and inner tie rods so that we can get at the steering rack. Here it's brake discs. Brake pads, sorry, that need replacing. Drive axle is bad. Bearing is bad. Let's get the oh, look at this. I think the knuckle has to be done as well. It does indeed. Okay, knuckle housing C. So let's get the suspension, upper and bottom suspension arms. Shock. There we go. Then we get this end link. End link B. Need to remember that too. Outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Let's get the knuckle housing. Sway bar B. Alright, steering rack, you're coming out. Where is the sway bar? Oh, it's attached onto this end link. That's right. Of course. So, sway bar B. Looks like we have to take out this drive axle so that we can get at the drive axle D. Okay. Let's start buying parts. Right. Sway bar B. Front end link B, and I think we only need one, but I'll buy two just for future purposes and just in case. We need a hub, wheel hub bearing. We also need a wheel hub, which maybe this one. What else do we need? Brakes. We need brake pads. Let's buy 3 sets. We need a caliber, and we'll get a cylinder. We need a brake disc ventilators. Tie rods. We need an outer. We need an inner. Right, I think that's good enough for now. We'll get the axle. Actually, do you know what? No, I should figure out the axle and the shock stuff now. Front drive axle D. Alright, let's find that. Front drive axle D. There we go. And we can come back to that page when if we need another drive axle. So that's that in there. Oh, steering rack. I forgot about the steering rack. Shit. Oh, knuckle housing C. Shit. Knuckle housing C. No. Alright, that ain't right. Steering knuckle. That's what we need. I have thought about buying parts on, in bulk, with the intention of, just for future, so that we can shit, did this need a... no, it didn't, so the second-hand one can go in. You know, for future purposes, where we can just have a load of stuff in stores for us. I have thought about that. I don't know if it's a good or a bad idea, though. We'll put all new bushings in. Okay, sway bar B, that can go in. New front end link, that can go in. The shock, I need to sort out the shock. I need the steering rack. Let's go over to the far side. This needed the new brake disc. Brake pads were in need of replacing. The caliber, I think, no, the caliber needed replacing as well, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Right, drive axle A. Sway bar front end link B. Put the second hand one in there. Alright, let's get the steering rack and... oh, wheel hub bearing, need to get that. Oh, did I get one already? Shit. Damn it. Rack is what I'm looking for. There we go. Hub. I think I've already bought one, but let's buy another. And drive axle. I don't know which... whoops. I don't know which one I need. So we'll find out here in a minute. Let's get this bearing in. Yeah, I did indeed buy one. Front drive axle A. Right, so let's buy that now. Front drive axle A. There we go. Right. Now, double wishbone shock absorber. Actually, let's see what the parts are like. All new parts we need. Steering rack, you can go in. Inner tie rod, you can go in. Inner tie rod, you can go in. Now we move over to the other side. Second hand inner tie rod. Second hand outer tie rod. And what did I say? Oh yeah, double wishbone shock absorber. Double wishbone shock absorber. Shock. Shit. Shock. Double wishbone shock absorber and a front shock absorber cap, and we need a spring. Front spring, and I should get some rubber bushings. Let's pick up like 9 of them. Let's pick up like 4 of the small ones to have for the future. Let's take care of the shock next. So we take apart the old one, that way we don't get confused further on down the road as to what ones we have and what ones we don't have, or the ones that we need. Alright. See, that rubber bushing needs replacing, so we'll do that now. We won't put the wheels back on yet. We will wait until the end. Right, I think that's the front taken care of. So let's mark off everything that's done. There's still some stuff yet to be discovered. My guess is that it's all down the back. Right, this is done here, this is done here, here. There's still one item to be discovered there. Right. Let's move down the back. We'll get the rear wheels off. I can see a shock needs to be replaced there. Oh my. Look at this. Caliber and cylinder. Right. Brake pads are fine. Brake disc. Let's get the shock absorber off. These U-bolts need to be replaced. Leaf spring plate. Move over the other side. Shock looks fine. U-bolts look fine. Okay. Brake pads need replacing here. And I know we have some, so we can take care of that straight away. Second-hand stuff there. Let's move over the far side. If I can get selected properly. Brake disc, I think we do have one. Brake pads need replacing. The caliber needs replacing, so we need to buy a new one of those. Right, so a new caliber. Shock absorber B. Rear shock absorber B. Shock. Front, rear shock absorber B. Spring. We need 2 U-bolts. We need a plate. We need brake caliber. And let's just buy a cylinder. Alright, let's get the shock in next. And there's the U-bolts in. And I think we're probably looking good there. So there's that done. Running gear faults all done there. Brake system needs fixing. There's still something. There's 2 things. ABS module. So the other one must be the ABS pump. Must be. Although I say that now and it probably isn't. It could be the brake servo. Could be the brake servo actually. Just thought of that. We'll put the wheels back on because we have stripped everything. So shit. Can I see? It is, yeah. ABS module and pump are in tatters, it looks like. Alright, let's bring the car down. ABS module. And ABS pump. So now we'll buy those. There we are, ABS module and ABS pump. Right, do our last check. Everything looking good. Sweet. Okay, so we spent 4,500 on parts and we're getting 10 grand back in payout. Not too shabby at all. Okay, we are going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would help me out enormously. It means an awful lot to me, and it makes a huge difference for the videos I put out and for the channel overall. So I really appreciate all of your support. Anyway, my name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, adios.